So, everybody ready to begin?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. We're going to start with Creed. Now, Creed, you have been called into a fairly fancy nightclub to the south of downtown Atlanta by your sire Donovan, who is now the primogen of the clan Bruja.
Yeah. I might even want to say he somehow made it there, and that's kind of cool in a really odd way.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
And he's made you the whip of the clan, which means, you know, you actually have some standing, some power.
Yep.
Anyway, the guards, a couple of really big meaty looking dudes wearing bulletproof vests and packing shoulder holsters with fairly large caliber handguns intercept you as you start to come into the office area. They're like, "Good evening, sir. Are you expected?"
Yeah, I'm expected. I was invited.
Oh. Give me a moment. He looks at you like, "Oh." And so he turns, starts whispering to the other guard. You know, music's loud. It's like it's just thumping party music. And they're kind of conversing with one another.
Sorry, I'll stop.
You know what? Since there's so few of us tonight, let me actually find some music here. It isn't.
If you want a bot, I have one. I can just get it in really quick.
Well, I've got Roll20 and I pay for this, so I might as well use it.
Okay. I need to turn off the music.
Yeah.
This is probably going to kill my ears, so I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to cut the volume fairly far down so I'm not blasting my own ears off and so I can actually speak over it.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, so they're whispering to one another. And you know, they're talking and they look back at you.
Okay,
They text some people on their cell phones. They're like, "All right, you're in."
Okay, yeah, so he shrugs and just walks in.
All right, they let you in. Donovan is surrounded by some pretty mortal men and women, and he's just looking out over the club.
Actually, one sec.
Okay.
Is the music playing for you guys? Because I can't hear it at all.
It is playing. So.
Why not? No, because it did start playing, and then it just kind of stopped.
It did. And then it's cut.
Yeah.
How about now? Actually, I'll turn it off, and then I'll turn it back on.
Although I have an 8-year-old laptop, so...
Well, my PC is kind of strong, so it should be able to work this.
Okay, so anyway, Donovan's sitting there. He's looking out at the dance floor, watching the people down there, and he snaps his fingers, and the humans leave. He's like, "Creed, my man, have a seat."
Dear.
Creed goes back to his shrugging thing and goes sits down.
"I got a present for you, my boy."
Creed kind of cringes a little bit because he is afraid of this present. He has every right to be scared, so...
He hands you a cell phone.
Okay.
In that are the numbers for the leaders of the Southside Sixers. That gang, they'll be your enforcers. That's who you need. They're all humans, so don't go whipping out your fangs in front of them.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Now I need some help from you. You still living with that that little Toreador boy?
Yeah, I'm looking for Kristoff.
You heard anything about his sire?
I don't even know his sire's name.
Tell you what, I will make sure you get some extra money and maybe a neighborhood of your own if you can get me information about that boy's sire.
But why do you need this info?
I need this info for the interests of our clan.
Okay.
All right?
I'll see what I can do. He's kind of like having like a slow nod while he's saying this. A little confused on why he needs this information, but still, he'll go for it. Please try.
You're a good man, Creed. First, I thought you weren't going to be a team player. Turns out, you've done all right for yourself.
I'm doing things, I guess.
You got a boon from the prince. You're in good company.
I realize I need to fix that. Okay. Anyways. Sorry.
You were in good company. So you keep hanging out with those boys and girls you hang out with. And I'll get back to you. Incidentally, you now have allies too.
Okay.
As represented by the Southside Sixers.
Okay.
Yep.
That's just more to add to the list.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, awesome.
He nods to you and goes, "You may go." All right, now that we've done that, we're gonna cut over to Kristoff. Kristoff, you are at a very, very, very nice hotel. You know. Well, no, you know. Well, Deacon's playing music on the on a device in his room, mostly because he just loves string music. String music is one of his favorite things. You've known that for a while now, and he's sitting there, waiting for you with that beneficent smile he always seems to sport on his face. He stands up and kisses you on the forehead. Kristoff, you are a ray of sunshine in my otherwise dreary existence. How are you doing? Yes, the craziness. I've been keeping tabs on the craziness. You got to meet the prince, didn't you? Yes. So tell me, Kristoff, do you think she's doing a good job?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is the city chaotic? I heard there were infernalists most recently. Yes. That will not do. He takes your face in his hands and he just smiles and blinks his eyes. He finds your innocence and your charming demeanor just absolutely lovely. And he just says, "Don't worry. We'll take care of the demons, and yes, they are extra bad, as you would say. I hear you've fallen in with some members of Clan Tremere, is that correct?" Ah, yes, very good. Could you get hold of one of them? I would dearly love to speak with them. Yes, I would appreciate it ever so much, Christoph. Zach, you're returning home. You're back in the chantry. You've had a nice shower. And then the phone rings.
Oh, for the love of all that is decent in the world. Yes, Creed, how may I help you this evening?
Oh dear.
Sorry, not Creed. Yeah, you know who I mean. It's very difficult to tell which one's which when you're both so hyper. Anyway,
Okay.
Yes, you would be Mr. Hayden.
who's calling?
I'm Deacon, Christoph's sire, and I am an Archon of the Camarilla.
I
Now,
see.
at that moment, for those of you out of character, for those of you who don't know, an Archon is sort of a roving. They travel the world and they look in on princes and make sure princes are doing all right, and they have the authority to overrule a prince or even remove one from power.
Hmm.
So, Mr. Hayden, can you be at the Radisson Hotel downtown in the next 35 minutes?
I am able to, yes.
I myself and the Council of 13 would take it as a kindness if you could be.
Very well, I shall be there.
All right. Deacon hands you your phone back, Christoph, and then he puts an arm around you and begins dancing with you.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
That's right. All right, so you're dancing with the grace of a swan, and neither of you get tired. So, about 35 minutes pass, and Zach, you arrive. You arrive at the hotel. You arrive at room number 924. You hear string music through the door.
Zach, you can't see, but Zach's eyebrow, meaning my eyebrow, is very raised right now.
Okay.
I'm just for the fun of it, I'm gonna use aspects.
Well, there are two vampires pressed quite close to one another in there and moving with inhuman speed.
I just want to mention I fixed the music. I had the volume down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I leave it to you to theorize what may be going on inside. But
Dude,
knocking might be something that would be decorous that you could do.
Dude, I know this song. It's so pretty.
Zach is going to gently tap on the door.
Christoph, in one smooth motion, you are set down on a chair ever so gently, and in less than the blink of an eye, the door is open and Deacon is standing in front of Zach, and he says, "Mr. Hayden, I presume."
Zach still has a raised eyebrow. Yeah.
This man, okay, he's almost inhumanly handsome. He's got his hair is it's almost silver, and his face is unlined, and he's just got these incredibly charming eyes. So he's looking at you, and he bows slightly to you, and he's like, "Would you please come into my room? We're honored to have a member of Clan Tremere in our presence." Deacon turns and flashes a smile at Kristoff.
Certainly. Certainly, I'll step in through the door.
Yeah, to give you an idea of this guy is like the CIA, the FBI, and the KGB all together as one person in this room. They tell stories about archons. Not all of them are good.
So he's the vampire Gestapo.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Okay, so Zach is stepping through the door, and he takes a seat that is far away from the two of them as he can possibly get.
Deacon has a seat next to Kristoff and takes his hand. So tell us, Mr. Hayden, you're not terribly invested in the city's power structure, are you?
I have my interest in politics, but I am not one to delve into the local administration.
Very good. I have some questions. The sheriff, would you say she's competent?
The sheriff is probably the most highly competent individual I know.
Very good, very good, very good. And what about the prince? What do you know about her? What have you seen her do? What would you say the state of the city is at this moment?
The state of the city is one of cloaked in shadows. There is a lot that is still to be uncovered.
Ah. A lot to be uncovered. And what do you think of the nature of what you've uncovered so far, Mr. Hayden?
I would say it is rather puzzling.
How so?
From all of the test subjects of the homeless, of the blood being taken, of the strands of DNA that has been uncovered through these people, it is unique.
He steeples his fingers under his chin for a moment and seems lost in thought. Kristoff, what do you do? Okay.
I assume, if I might interject during your thought process, that Christoph here had been, shall we say, tampered with.
Yes. Yes, I am aware.
How that happened is still a mystery to us.
Yes, it's a mystery to me, and I do not like mysteries, Mr. Hayden.
Nor do I. I am a very curious individual.
We have this in common. So, but
yes.
What I would like is to share your confidence. Whatever you tell me will be known only to Kristoff, myself, and the Council of Elders in your home chantry in Vienna.
Okay.
In exchange for this, when the time comes, how would you like to make your way home to London with a guaranteed place in the hierarchy of our organization there?
I would much prefer my home city of Leeds rather than London.
Oh, okay. Leeds it is, then.
Yes.
Although I will warn you, Leeds has a much smaller vampire population.
It does. However, I am, as much as my accent might make me posh, I am also a Yorkshireman. Thoroughly Yorkshire.
Deacon smiles knowingly and says, "Yes, I've known many Yorkshiremen in my time."
And you must know that, of course, the great story of Dracula is well known to be a part of the Yorkshire heritage.
Yes. Yes, well, it is unfortunate that so much of Yorkshire is controlled by the Sabbat.
As much as that does displease me, we are able, at least, to expand there, especially with several universities dealing with the scientific field of education.
Yes, yes. Of course. Well, whatever you like, I will. Your service to the Camarilla will not be forgotten. However, I must ask that you do not reveal this to your primogen, nor to anyone outside of this room.
How do I know that, if I may be so bold as to say that I am able to trust you? Forgive me, but with the entire city being enshrouded by mystery, it's very difficult to find people to trust.
Yes, it is. However, he reaches into his jacket pocket and pulls out a letter, a sealed letter with a mark you know well, which is the mark of the Tremere Elders.
Okay. Very well. that is sufficient evidence for me. And please do not take offense to my being curious.
My heavens, no. All I ask is that you exercise your discretion, Mr. Hayden. Your clan and the Camarilla have worked very hard to ensure that most of the eastern United States is controlled by the Camarilla, and we would like to keep it that way. It became lax once in the 1970s, and we lost New York. We don't want to see that happen here in Atlanta.
What happens with the internal state of affairs in this country is none of my concern.
My dear boy, didn't you know this is the information age and everything is connected?
Yes, I do.
So what's good for the Camarilla here is good for the Camarilla in your country. Because make no mistake, the Sabbat is not our only concern. There are strange things in Asia.
How so? Alex said. Alex had a pet interest in Christoph spoke, and I was just slumped back. He's just clutching his brow.
Deacon reaches out and touches Christoph's chin and goes, "You are a treasure."
I think he basically just called you dumb in the most polite way possible.
Now, if Deacon wanted to be mean, he'd just be mean. He's old enough. Bear in mind, Mr. Hayden and Christoph, your reports will tell me whether or not Prince Patricia needs to be removed from power and a new prince put in place. I will tell you one other thing, Mr. Hayden. I make a practice of not lying. If there is some problem I have with you, you will know. And if I intend to kill you, I will just out and kill you.
That is good to know.
Yes, well, When one has spent as much time traveling the world as I have, one knows that lying only prolongs the inevitable. Now, if you will pardon me, Mr. Hayden, I would like to spend the rest of the evening with my beloved child.
Of course, I shall leave right away. He hurried out the door.
Don't either.
All right, so Kristoff and Deacon, they do whatever it is they do the rest of the night. That leaves Creed. You mentioned that. He's very puzzled. Deacon is very puzzled by that. He's like, I have no idea what this could be. Never in all my time have I seen something like this. I have no idea who she's talking about. He looks worried. His brow is furrowed. He bows his head and puts his head in his hand. Oh no, it's fine, my dear. I'm just trying to rack this old brain and figure out what is going on. Yes. Yes, my gangrel contacts haven't noticed anything strange in their communities either. Ah well. He starts up the music and begins dancing with you again. And we cut to Creed. Where are you, Creed? Where do you want to be?
Actually, I actually have it where when Creed walks out of like the club, he instantly takes out his phone and calls Kristoff.
Kristoff, is your ringer on? Okay. All right. Deacon raises an eyebrow and chuckles.
Hey, I'm not going to question the music in the background. Can I talk to you about your star? Can I go over there and talk to him then?
Yeah.
A friend wants to come over and play.
Wants to see me? Well then, by all means, bring them over. The more the merrier.
All right, tell me where you're at then.
The Radisson, room 924.
All right, yeah. All right, then I guess he makes his way over there.
Okay.
I don't know how long that'll take. Yeah.
On your way over there, a Native American looking man steps out. He's dressed in a nice suit. He steps out and goes, Creed Kadim.
Yes.
I'm William Mankiller.
Nice last name. What's up?
Cherokee. Thank you. And need a word with you about your sire.
What about him?
Donovan, he's a thug and a criminal. He's bringing down the good name of Clan Bruja.
And that's news to you?
It's not news to me. However, I don't think you're like that. I don't think you're like him. I think you're destined for better things. Clan Bruja is the clan of rebels and philosophers, people who make life better for everyone.
And I have power over that. Why?
Well, you're the whip. I bring my concerns to you.
Okay, I forgot I
Bruja, who
had
is
that.
almost as old as your sire.
I forgot I had that role. Okay.
As a Bruja who's almost as old as your sire, I'm just wondering, what would it take to get you to help us to change the direction of the clan?
The only thing you can promise me is money and it'll be good. That has to be more than what he's giving to me.
Money. All right, then. Seems a bit unimaginative, but I'm more than happy to provide.
Hey, something that's unimaginative to you is amazing to me. I can get the most imaginative things I can.
He smiles. All right. How much?
All right, how much is he? Okay, I have to think about how much he's getting right now.
Right now,
is-
he's pulled down. His net worth is $7 million of stolen drug money, and he's getting some of the take from the Southside Sixers, which is probably about 25,000 a month, plus all their
So-
drug trade. So.
Yeah. So I guess he will. I'm thinking of like a steady, like I'm thinking of something that'd be like a steady pay for him, which is over what he's getting now. And since the stolen drug money was not from his sire,
Excuse me.
how much was he getting again?
25,000 a month.
I have it where he basically, 25,000. I'd say 40,000. I guess.
Mr. Mankiller doesn't bat an eye. $40,000 a month. There you go.
Man, it's why can he get money so easily?
You didn't ask questions. You just said you gave him a number.
That works.
Very good, then. I will be in touch, Mr. Kadim. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
He puts out his hand and shakes. At least
Yeah.
tries to shake.
He shakes hands with you. He's friendly.
And walks to his car.
All right. Mr. Mankiller gets back into a limousine and drives away.
Creed's slightly thinking, I can buy one of those.
I love you, Creed.
And I think then like after a while he's like on his way to like that hotel, he's just like, how much is it a month for a driver? Because I don't want to drive anymore. So yeah, that works out.
I'm looking that up now because I'm just curious.
I think it depends on the area and stuff like that as well.
Oh no! I mean, when you've got as much money as Creed's making, it's a bit different.
True.
It's usually $4,000 a month for a car service 24/7.
Oh yeah, he can afford that so easy. That's an easy investment right there.
All right, so Creed gets to the Radisson, and you're. Meanwhile, Deacon is holding both your hands, Christoph, and he's like, "So tell me all about Creed. You've been living with him?" Oh yes. Nothing wrong with that. I was a street thief on the streets of Constantinople, so I'm no stranger to it.
Deacon's a good man.
Oh my. You worded it just fine, Christoph. It's all right. Oh man! All right.
Oh dear lord.
That's very good. I'm glad you found a friend. We all need friends to help us through the night.
That's
He's
so true.
Boo-ha, my dear. Of course he's rude to everyone. That seems an interesting gift to have. I'll be happy to know him at this point. God, this is so fun. Anyway. All right, so Creed, you head up to room 924.
Before he knocks, I'll presume he can hear the music, right?
Yes.
He's going to question every life decision before he knocks on the door. Because he's contemplating walking away. So he probably knocks after probably like a minute of contemplation.
Yes.
Probably.
Oh,
I was about to punch you in the face, dude.
Seated on a comfortable chair across the room is the man I've described, and Deacon looks you up and down, Creed, and says, "Now that's an interesting way to say hello."
Hi, person. I don't know your name, actually. I've never heard of you until now.
He stands up, walks over to you, offers his hand. "My name is Deacon, and it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Kadim." No, he's been alive long enough. He doesn't need to put on airs.
Creed kind of roughly grabs his hand and just like the really rough kind of handshake kind of thing.
Yeah, when
And
you
so-
start to do that, you notice his strength is like iron.
Good
For
man.
his size, this guy is very strong.
I'm gonna assume Creed notices this,
Yes.
rolls his eyes, looks back at Deacon, and says, "Nice to meet you."
The pleasure is mine. I'm so glad that you've decided to befriend Kristoff. Please come in, sit down.
He goes in and just kind of sits somewhere, I guess.
Okay.
He would plop on the floor, but he sees a comfortable chair and he's taking it.
Oh, okay. You take the chair Deacon was in?
No, I thought there'd be another chair.
Oh, there are, but I was just wondering because I want to know
No.
what you're doing. Okay, so you
No,
take
he-
the comfy chair.
No, because that's one thing he'll never do. He may be rude, but that's beyond rude.
Okay. So Deacon returns. He takes Kristoff by the hand and sits back down. He's like, "So Creed, Kristoff tells me you have a unique skill for finding large sums of money."
Yeah, and I don't know why.
Some of us are just born under a lucky star, I suppose.
I guess so. I can pay for everything now in a way.
It's good. It's good. A man should be able to support himself as he sees fit.
Now I'm gonna make it where he kind of stumbles over his words and basically accidentally mentions that he not exactly stumbled, but like he was just kind of talking, and then he randomly brought up the whole stealing money on accident. And then he explains that was also on accident without realizing that he was saying something that could have been horrible.
Accidental theft. The best kind. Now that is deeply impressive. I owe you a boon, my dear boy. You saved my child's life.
Should I put that in my notes?
Yes. Now you have a boon from Deacon.
Man, I got boons everywhere.
That's how vampire society works. They trade favors. Money is nothing. I mean, you can steal money. You're a freaking vampire. You don't leave fingerprints, and you're dead to the world. But favors from elders is really important.
Sure, Dinkin's name. Okay, cool.
You actually did it perfect. Although I liked the Shatner on the O-N. You were right.
Yeah, it doesn't have spell check or anything. Cool. All right, cool. I have like 2 pretty powerful things here.
You do. All right.
Creed
So,
is doing amazing.
pretty much. Deacon's he's charming. He's fun to be around. He spends a lot of the evening just listening to you, Creed, asking you questions, seems suitably impressed. He has this way of making you feel like you're the only person in the whole wide world when he's looking at you or talking to you.
Okay. So because of this, he totally forgets why he is there. Because that's something he will do. He did ask let's see. He did ask like what's his like status in his clan.
Oh,
I think that would be like the only thing he asked, basically.
Oh, my status. I am an Archon of Clan Toreador.
Okay. So he kind of just like gives like a slow nod, realizing he doesn't fully understand what this means, but he's gonna go with it. And
he chuckles behind his hand as Kristoff says that. Not quite that simple, dear boy. There are a few more steps to it.
Can you tell me those other steps? That's very interesting.
Usually it involves a conclave. I'll call 2 other Archons, and we will decide what happens to a city should the need arise. What do you think of your prince? How is she handling things?
Well, See, Creed is not very good with politics, so all he can say is that he has a boon. That's all he can say.
Okay.
He doesn't know anything else. So I guess he'll just shrug him like, okay, she's doing okay, I guess.
I'm glad to hear your input, Creed.
He does mention the boon, by the way. It's like basically saying, this is all I can tell you.
Oh no, he listens to everything Creed says. Once again, this guy is really smooth. He picks out all the nuances and seems to disarm your ability to ask him too many questions.
He does very well. He would have to get all his information from Kristoff.
Thank you. Well, you gave me an ancient Toreador vampire, and I'm like, okay, why would this guy be able to travel around? He's an Archon. Yes, let's do that. Otherwise, he ends up as a pile of ash somewhere on the road. So, the rest of the evening passes beautifully. And Zach.
Yes.
Where do you go after your meeting with Deacon? Zach's a scientist. Zach doesn't... Okay, Toreadors and Brujas are super emotional. Tremere, like, what is in it for me, and how do I not get killed doing it? Which is the way I picture Zach all the time, too. So.
Oh, yeah.
There's also, what else can I learn today?
Yes, exactly.
Something. Zach is going back to the chantry.
All right, you go back to the chantry, and upon arrival, Rourke, the IT slave downstairs, texts your phone. She's like, "Mr. Hayden, Mr. Hayden,
Yes.
I think I found." She's like, "I found something in your inquiries that you guys had about the computers a few weeks ago."
Oh, I see. Well, I'll come and take a look at them then.
Could you please bring me a Coke?
All right. I will do that.
Thank you.
Simply
You're the
because
best.
you. he, he brings her a Coke and just puts it on the table next to her and sits down, interlocking his fingers. So, what have
All
you
right.
found?
Yes, Mr. Hayden. It turns out that computer you brought here and had analyzed, it was some sort of weird quantum computer, a prototype more advanced than I've ever seen, and it functions in trinary.
Trino. Interesting.
It functions on yes, no, and maybe, which that's revolutionary.
Explain to me, how does something work on yes, no, and maybe? Either
Well,
something is or it isn't.
well, that's the thing. If I understood that, I probably wouldn't be trapped in a basement and have a Nobel Prize. So there's that.
Trinary. So if standard binary protocol is 0 and 1, what's trinary? What's
Trinary is 0, 1, and usually some cipher we use for a question.
okay? A question mark.
Yes.
But even a question mark on a standard computing system has its own binary code.
Well, that would be kind of the idea, but I don't understand how it's coded.
Fair enough.
I mean, it took
What else?
all the computers down here, plus me hacking into an NSA server, to even remotely get close enough to be able to decode the basic UI for it. So,
Wonderful. What else did you find?
yeah, I found a couple of references to Lake Toxaway. Something about the Lake Toxaway facility. Toxaway is in western North Carolina in Macon County.
Zach is quickly taking a note of this onto his smartphone.
Actually, you notice she sent it to your smartphone.
Oh. How did she know Zach? I'm not even going to ask. Anyway.
Well, Estelle said I needed to be more proficient and efficient at bringing information without making people take notes or ask questions, or I wasn't going to eat on Saturdays. So I figure I like to eat on Saturdays, and yeah.
I don't like a member of the workforce being malnourished. I need you to be highly functioning if you are going to delve deeper into this. I'm going to have to set up a rota where you get fed.
You do that for me, Mr. Hayden? Her lip trembles.
Aw.
Zach wants to be very, very scientific about it, but he just says, yes. Yes, I will do this for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
On the proviso that You tell no one else about this unless I know where this information is going.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Very well. I better go start making preparations for a rota of food for you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. You may now put down ally 1 Rourke. See, all you had to do was play Who Wants to Eat.
Is there a special section for allies, or do you just bring...
It's under backgrounds, it's allies and then 1 dot. And Rourke is your 1 dot ally.
I am, yeah. It's first, yes. Stop scrolling when I don't want you to scroll, damn it, stupid laptop.
Bills.
Backgrounds, there you are. Oh, I've got a lot of oh no, wait, I've got a space there. Allies.
Yes.
1. And I will remember the name, Rook. How do you spell it? Is it like the chess piece, Rook?
No, Roark, Rourke.
Rourke. Rourke. Rourke. Rourke.
That's right. That's right, Raptor Josh. It's
Anyway, moving on from my dinosaur impressions. Very well. I will see you another time. Rock.
Thank you, sir.
This poor woman.
Well, you guys are monsters. Remember that. Okay.
Hey, didn't mean Creed felt bad. I do.
All right. So the rest of the evening passes. Creed, do you go home or do you accept Deacon's offer to shelter in the room during the day as the sun is during its rising?
Because of how charming he is, he will accept it because he wants to talk to him more in the morning.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's probably another reason why.
All right. So everyone mark off a blood point as you wake up this evening.
Yep. I'm going to need to feed so I can heal more.
Okay.
So.
What am I doing?
Yeah, because if I was to heal now, I only have 1 blood point, and I don't want that.
All right. Well, what happens is so several folks are brought to Deacon's room, and he's like, remember, don't be messy eaters. We want to be discreet about this gentleman. And he very kindly and gently takes blood from a fairly nice looking young man who was brought up to his room. They're happy to, well, first off, Deacon doesn't have Dominate, and they're just happy to be there.
Okay.
Whereas you might have Presence, Deacon, your Presence might say, want me, want me. Deacon's is like, need me, need me.
Okay.
And of course, you can take up to 3 or 4 without harming them, Creed.
I'm taking 4. Because
Okay.
that's all I need left.
Then you spend 5 in a willpower and you get
Yep.
rid of the hurt.
Yep.
Then you're just down to bruised.
Oh, wrong one. Wrong one.
Yes.
Wait a sec. I have to push the X one for Bruce?
The X
Or
one, yeah, it's still
X, okay.
aggravated.
Hang on a moment. My cat wants to be let out, so I will
No
be back in a
problem.
moment.
And then take away what? 1 point of what again?
Just click one of the boxes of willpower.
Oh, okay. Making sure. Awesome.
No. Leave the dot and see the boxes under it.
Oh, got it.
Okay, perfect. Because that's permanent willpower, and you don't lose that except for like severe shit that I'm not
Okay.
gonna do.
Okay. Yeah, Creed is too because he was. Yeah. Creed is also like thankful as well, just because he needed that. He didn't want to accidentally kill someone again.
Yeah. Actually, Deacon says not a problem. He hands you a card. Call my friend Roxana Creed. She's a willing donor. Just tell her you know me. And we'll see about getting that bruise fixed up.
All right, cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, Creed is really, really liking him a lot. By the way.
Do I really like him, or is it just because, damn, he's so smooth?
No, it's because of the fact that he's actually being nice to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's used to people like being afraid of him first, and then starting to like him a little bit.
Yeah.
Kristoff was also one of those people who didn't do that. It didn't seem like he was doing that, at least. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Christoph Deacon takes both of your hands and says, keep the room for the next few nights if you want to or need to. I have to be going, but I'll be back soon. All right, then, keep pleasure.
What? Okay.
You and Creed take care of each other.
It sounds like you were in a relationship now.
Yeah, the way it works with Deacon is a little weird. Deacon is one of those people that like walks in, seduces everybody seducible, then leaves. All right, as you two are Deacon has left. He got a car and left. And what are you two doing? Yes, you do.
Do it. Freaking do it. I'm excited for this one. I know exactly what Creed's going to do.
Hello? Hello? Yes? Who is this? No, I wouldn't just say that. I'd be like, Skylar, what's up? No. She answers the phone. Hello? Kristoff, how are you doing? Oh, really? That's fantastic. Yes, absolutely. Tonight is totally free for me. What would you like to do?
Alright, Creed is listening in as much as he can.
Coffee. We could people do coffee, right? That's a thing that people do. Neither do I, but it's kind of a place we could I don't hang out, or at least look at each other. God, I sound like a moron. So yeah, let's go for coffee. Cup of Joe's down on 3rd. We can just sit around, talk, smell coffee. That'll be nice. Fantastic. I'll see you there. I'll be the guy with the plaid shirt and the orange baseball cap. She's a Nosferatu. Fashion sense is not her forte. All right. Creed, do you send the text to Zach? It's happening.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Okay.
Where are you going? Creed's slightly like trying not to laugh. It's like, oh, okay. Where are you guys going? Like, what coffee shop? What coffee shop?
Cup of Joe's on 3rd. As I whisper from backstage, Cup of Joe's on 3rd.
Okay. Have fun. Don't worry, I'm not. Bye. Then he picks up his phone and calls Zach.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, remember that number you gave? Remember when you gave Christel's number to that person for a date?
Oh, that one. Yes.
It's happening right now. Do you want to go spy on it?
Zach has his rare moments where he actually gets excited about something. he's just grinning with absolute chaotic delight right now. Absolutely. I'm not going to miss this for anything.
Okay, you know that coffee shop on 3rd Street?
Oh, that one.
Yeah, let's go over there right now.
Oh. Bring cameras.
Oh, I already have that handled. So, Creed has like this kind of like, not like a big camera, but he has like, I guess a digital camera with him. He has 2 of them, one for him and one for himself, and then one for Zach, since he was able to buy it, of course. He was like all ready.
Jesus. Why do I picture Amazon as just like, who the hell is this guy and why does he keep buying shit? 6 inflatable pool dragons, a grenade launcher, and what?
Limousine drivers.
That's exactly what it'd probably be like. So, I guess they'll like meet up maybe like a few blocks away, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, here's your camera.
Thank you.
He's there like kind of laughing about this because he thinks this is golden.
We are going to be...
Yes. Oh, wow. Hi. Nelson. My name's Nelson. Oh.
Jeez, in bad pants.
Like I said, I just thought something else that'd be great for him, for Creed to also buy. Really quick,
Okay.
since I didn't mention this, he also has like so you know like the spy gear where it's like you point in a general direction and like volume's kind of enhanced, so like you can hear from further away.
Oh, you mean okay, yeah, you can be watching from the car at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So
All
like
right.
hide behind a random car, and he's able to do that, and probably have like 2 headphones if possible, so they could both.
Yeah, you do. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, there's so many people in the city right now. You just be seeing like people on people on people. Yes, yes, please. Let's go. He holds the door for Kristoff.
Hey, 1 sec, okay?
Okay. Whatever you ate, I hope it was tasty.
They were Sun Bites, multigrain, crispy snacks, cheddar flavored.
Oh, very nice. I ended up eating the most expensive roast beef sandwich I've ever had. So it was pretty crap.
Fair enough.
I wish I had what you had. Oh, that's even better. Nice. You should probably eat vegetables at some point.
Or at least vegetables.
Hmm. That's good. That's good because I was getting horror pictures of Skylar wasting away eating. I've eaten nothing but Dominoes. Why are my teeth falling out? My mind works in horribly imaginative ways. Oh, that's good. I like how pizza's its own food. Pizza is the fifth element, you know. Earth, air, fire, water, pizza.
All right, back.
All right, welcome back. Okay, so Nelson sits down across from you, Christoph, and he's just like, "Wow, you are just gorgeous. Thank you for meeting with me. Really thankful that gave you my number and stuff. So how are you? Oh, oh, trust me, there's a lot of reasons to be thankful.
Let's just say both of them are probably laughing their asses off right now.
Yeah, I was used to have a much better time dating, but unfortunately I don't get to meet many people anymore. Mostly because if I don't rely on my abilities, people run and scream and hide from me, and I look like a misshapen potato. Yes. Yes. And wow. So what made you agree to come to this date? This is really nice. Oh wow. Gosh, you are just so charming. Oh, that's okay because Nelson orders coffee too. And he's like, "Gosh, I really miss caffeine. Do you ever miss caffeine?" Yes, that's true. I guess we don't have to need it. Oh yeah. Tastes really good. So,
Great.
what do you do? What do you do? Sculptor, that's really cool. Wow. Sure. Oh,
Of course.
wow. Those are amazing. I've
Of course.
Hello Kitty. I Nelson puts his hand over his mouth and excuses himself. I've got to go to the bathroom. Those of you who are listening with your listening devices, you hear the most heartbreaking sobs coming
Oh.
from the bathroom.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, so Creed kind of like leans over and it's like, should we be concerned?
No.
Okay.
All right, about 10 minutes later, Nelson returns. Yes, sorry about that. That was just I hadn't seen Hello Kitty in a long time, and I used to have a lot of Hello Kitty stuff. Yes, please.
Specific.
Oh, that's just fine. That's just anything you want to do. I'll be appreciative. Oh, anything you'd like to do. Absolutely. All right, what I'd like you to do is roll your I'm going to say your dexterity plus expression. And the dice modifier is +4 because you are an artist. So I mean, okay. Well, no, I thought expression was visual arts. Oh, visual arts. So roll dexterity plus visual arts. My bad. I didn't see it until I got down here. Is whoever's coughing? Are you okay?
Yes.
No. Bad
Yeah.
tickle.
Yes, +4 because this is easy. You're banging a Hello Kitty sketch and you're a trained artist. 6. All right, you hand Nelson the sketch, and he's like, "Thank you so much." Do you want to go for a walk? Okay.
Before they go follow them to like the walk,
Mm-hmm.
I would like Creed to like kind of like go into the coffee shop and then go to the bathroom, see if there's anything that like happened. Possibly.
Okay, you roll Dex plus Stealth to make it past the two of them.
Okay. Where's stealth? That's survival. Stealth. There you are. Difficulty 0. Sorry. Full mod 0.
Full mod 0, difficulty 6.
Okay.
It is crowded.
I have 2.
Okay. You managed to sneak your way past. And once you get in there, you see stuffed down into one of the trash cans are some blood-soaked napkins.
Okay.
Yes. Blood
Oh.
replaces all of your bodily fluids.
Oh, okay. Would Creed know this then?
Yes.
I think he would. It's like, huh. You should probably be disposed to better. I guess he can like look for a bag really quick so he can dispose everything better so it doesn't seem like someone bled out in the bathroom.
Okay. All right.
And he just kind of stuffs it with like the tissues and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you dispose of the tissues a little bit better. Although these were fairly well disposed of. You had to dig for them. But you dispose of them and
Still better.
yeah. And so what happens is as soon as you get it, okay, you're going to have to make another stealth roll because at this moment Kristoff and Nelson are standing up.
Okay. So another dex and stealth.
Let's say wits and stealth.
Ooh.
No. I'm using y'all's basically it's a passive perception thing.
Difficulty?
I'm gonna say the difficulty's 7. Because these two are standing up and looking around.
Damn it! He got caught. Damn it!
Kristoff, you see Creed making his way out of the bathroom. Okay. So what happens now? What are y'all doing?
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Tokyo Ghoul thing here and just go with that. Now you see, when you mentioned coffee, I wanted some. I thought you guys already left, so yeah. And I went to the bathroom because I was in pain because of drinking the coffee.
Okay. This is a contest. Whoever gets more successes is going to win this one. All right, Kristoff. You need to roll your perception plus empathy versus. Hang on, Creed. I'm getting your sheet. Versus Creed's manipulation plus subterfuge.
Oh, round 1.
Difficulty?
Delightful social PvP.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be straight 6 for both of you.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
With a -2 and a botch like that, right now, Creed could sell Kristoff oceanfront property in Arizona. And Kristoff would sign and buy it. Wow. I have never seen the dice go so wildly strange like that.
That was kind of
a game of firsts in a lot of ways. I know, right? I was like,
exactly. I know his was. Manipulation's pretty high though, so.
All right, so Kristoff, how do you choose to react to this? You can interpret the dice roll as you like.
It was the only one I knew. Yeah, it was the only one I knew. Bye.
Take
Okay.
the hand. Ooh, I want to know the reaction of this.
What was that?
I
Josh,
want to know the reaction of was it Nelson?
Nelson's like, that was weird.
No, I mean, when
Oh,
Christoph
okay.
took Nelson's hand.
Oh yeah. What is Creed's reaction to Christoph taking Nelson's hand?
He honestly just kind of sighs and it's like, why?
What's
And then goes
Nelson?
into
Nelson is just smiling broadly, like
yeah, of
almost
course.
drunk.
He probably didn't care. Didn't care what was going on, but he got his hand held by someone he
right.
really likes.
It's one of those touch me moments.
Like Senpai has noticed me.
He's just turned into a rom-com night.
That's what I love is like I don't really have plans for y'all much anymore. It's mostly just I create some situations and let y'all go crazy with them. So yes, it has become sort of rom-com night. Almost. All right, so Christoph, you and Nelson start walking along the streets of Atlanta. Creed, you get back to the car where Zach is sitting. At this moment.
I was like, did you hear that?
What?
No. Like Creed's asking
yeah.
Zach, did you hear that? By chance?
Of course I did.
It was pretty funny, right?
Zach, next thing you know, you feel a gun shoved through the window, pressed against your head. The window had to be down for the little mics to work.
Okay.
Out of the car!
Why?
But why?
What do you mean, why? This is a fucking carjacking!
Okay.
Just slaps.
What does he do?
And Creed's just like, okay, it's a car robbery.
Okay. For a second, Zach, you're slow clapping, right?
Yes.
Please roll charisma plus intimidation with you get a pool mod of +4 because this guy's really weirded out by the two of you not being scared of his gun.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Charisma plus intimidation +4 is the pool mod.
Charisma. Oh, there you are. Near the top. Pool mode of 4 and difficulty.
Difficulty 5. Like I said, y'all are looking like some weird, either gangster bastards or undead bastards. He's not sure which, but he's kind of like, what have I done?
Oh, that's an awesome roll.
Oh, I am so sorry, gentlemen. Excuse me. Puts his gun away very slowly. You all have a good night.
I'm sorry, don't just pull a firearm onto me and then think you're going to walk away without explaining yourself.
God damn it, Rodney! Why'd you send me to do this? Now this Darth Vader talking motherfucker is gonna blow my brains out. Shit!
Creed gets out of the car.
Oh my god!
Look, okay, whoever this Rodney is, first, I want to know who he is. Second, I am not going to harm you. I am curious about this.
I might harm you.
Oh god. Look. Rodney said it would be easy money. We just wanted some money because, god damn it, why didn't I just keep my job at the taco hut? He said it'd be easy money, and we were gonna get a PlayStation 4. That was all this was for.
Oh my god.
Just fence the car, get the PlayStation 4. God damn it, Rodney.
All right. Okay.
Rodney,
Creed.
that car down the street. If you let me go, I will take you to him.
Okay, no. Creed just takes out the exact change for a PS4 and says, "Here, now go."
Actually, at this moment, this man is so befuddled he can't go. He's just like,
Okay, I'll help you to I'll help you. Let's go. And it's just like kind of pushing him.
ah. He starts to walk off, very befuddled looking. Because his carjacking has just paid him $394.85.
Creed felt kind of bad because he understands his feels of wanting a system. He's not gonna say this, by the way. He's just like here. Look at you.
Yeah. In Texas a little more, so. And also, I was thinking a nice one, one with the terabyte hard drives and all that.
Oh, nice. Anyway, so Zach turns around to this person and goes, "Okay, how did this Rodney get you to carjack exactly?"
Well, he gave me the gun, and he was going to drive behind me, so I'd have a ride back from the chop shop.
You seem very... As much as you assumed to try and be intimidating, you didn't come off as intimidating. Has he got something on you?
No. Look, Rodney and I, we just want to go home. Our moms will miss us. We just want to go home.
How old are you?
16.
You're 16 with a gun. How old's your friend?
Rodney's 17.
Oh, children.
Who got you? Okay, but who exactly got you to start carjacking? Is there anyone else?
No. It was...
No, I was gonna say, do you live in a hood by chance?
Yeah.
Which one?
Cascade Heights.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think which one Creed would be in.
It's Creed's.
Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, huh.
This is just a skinny African American kid with thick Coke bottle glasses.
Oh, you're over there.
Yes, sir.
Huh. Okay, it makes sense now why kids have guns. But don't do that again. Really.
No, sir. No, sir. We won't.
Yeah, if I find it again, I will harm both of you.
Oh God,
someway.
no, sir. Please don't.
Exactly. I have my ways of finding you.
Actually, here's the thing. They're so scared of Zach and his English accent. Because remember, in American movies, British people are always evil.
That's true. That's very true.
So as far as they know, y'all are about to dissolve them in tubs of acid somewhere. May I go now, sir?
Yeah, go.
He runs, and you see him just get in the car and start punching Rodney. What are you doing that for? I almost got my ass killed.
The sad thing is that they don't know how much power Creed has in that hood.
I know, right?
They have no clue how much power he has. He will keep tabs on those two. I'm not kidding. He's going to keep tabs on those two.
There was a scene with Dennis Leary in a movie called Suicide Kings where literally he goes up to a bum that's trying to wash his window. He's like, here's $5,000. Go get yourself a nice suit and a job. And if I ever see you out here with that bucket again, I'm going to break both your fucking kneecaps. You understand?
That's basically what just happened.
Nice.
That's literally what just happened. So yeah, later on in the night, later on he will get people to get eyes on these kids, and you just like say their names and hope to God they realize, because there shouldn't be many kids that with those names, or with these name Rodney.
Yeah, you find out. Actually, a phone call to your people that Donovan gave you. One's name is Nate Cox. The other's name is Rodney Fielding.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew.
Interesting. An interesting group of people.
All right, let's get back to spawning then, if we haven't lost them.
No. These two are about as inconspicuous. Like I said, it's two really dorky, nerdy black kids who are really trying to be tougher than they are. Oh, Kristoff and the day. In that case, Kristoff's not trying to actively evade you. So, Zach and Creed, you can teamwork this. Whoever's got better. So it would be wits plus streetwise.
Okay.
And since you've got higher streetwise, do you want to help Zach? By helping, what I mean is you can add +3 to his dice pool.
Yes, I will help.
All right,
awesome. Difficulty?
Difficulty is 6.
Okay. Oh my god.
All right, what do we get here? Holy dog crap. Okay.
Yeah.
You know where Kristoff and Nelson are going to be before they do.
Is it going to be an art gallery?
Probably.
Kristoff, is it an art gallery? All right, so in that case, I am going to roll randomly because I have a table for this for city locations.
Okay.
Give me one moment.
That's true.
Good Lord. Sometimes you roll. Creed rolls just obscene amounts of Creed and Zach are sitting there with hors d'oeuvres watching. You've managed to set up, with that many successes, you've managed to set up a spy style blind. So like even looking for you, the difficulty would be 9. I guess Creed watched a bunch of episodes of Burn Notice last night. I don't know.
That seems like something you do. Watch something and just assume that works.
Let's see. Okay. Whew.
I was half tempted to just drink the blood of the young lad that put the gun to Zach's head, but I think it was more humoured by it.
Yeah. All right, come on.
That poor kid was just pushed into it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? See, at least the Switch, guys. It's less money. You could have just robbed someone for something else.
I like how now we're like, oh man, that was a terrible choice for crime.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh yeah.
Without any repercussions, they almost got their face ripped off by an angry British vampire. I don't think that's
Hey, they didn't. I basically saved their asses in a way.
That you did. It's like, stuffing your face into the piranha tank at the at the zoo, and then being like, "Hey, I got out of there just fine."
Exactly what happened, though.
I had a number of things Zach was going to say. One of them would have been, "Do you mind moving that? It's very uncomfortable."
Oh, nice.
That
We need to use that next time.
would have been awesome.
Do you
Moving
mind that? It's very uncomfortable.
The
The
gun.
gun.
The pistol.
All right. Okay, I found it.
That would be really funny.
That British accents are scary, yet there are 60 different ones, and I don't think a West Country accent can sound scary at all.
Mhm.
I got a brand new combine harvester, and I'm going to run over some people who are.
I love that. That's fucking brilliant.
Or I'm just going around just muffing people up with my combine harvester. Oh, I just got a pint of cider as I'm drinking it. Or
You know,
Yeah, I just-
actually,
you know, I
given the
just thought-
fact that I've known people that got killed by combine harvesters, that's pretty terrifying. Not gonna lie.
I just thought something though. Why did he think, oh, I'm gonna rob a car with 2 people in it?
Once again, this is not a pro. This is Nate Cox,
That's right.
professional
That's good.
screw up. I mean,
Hey, this
this
is a
poor
child.
bastard.
Like he had the street smarts of Creed when he was that age. So I don't blame him too terribly much because Creed probably would have done that at 17.
Yeah.
He would have done
All
that.
right. So Christoph and Nelson have wound up at a MARTA station that has a merry-go-round.
Okay.
It's a real place in Atlanta.
Okay.
A MARTA, massive. Oh gosh, something area transit. It's like the subway or the L train for Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I've not been on one of those in a long time. Wow. Please.
Oh.
All right. So y'all are watching this strangely awkward romantic comedy go on after you counseled the youth of Atlanta to stop trying to rob. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just getting a handle on what's happened.
That's exactly what just happened, though. So
Oh yeah, it's exactly what happened.
not to mention, in the beginning, we were questioned about if the prince is doing a good job and the city being shrouded in mystery.
right?
Shadows in the city. Hey, let's go watch a rom-com.
Well, you know,
It's about the real life rom-com.
it can't all be like, you know, bloody corpses and vampires. Sometimes vampires got to do other shits.
I'm glad we just have the time to do the other shit.
Pretty much. All right, so yeah, they're on the merry-go-round. Nelson looks just ecstatic. I mean, he looks happier than almost everybody else there, even the children who are still there. It's starting to wind down. The parents are getting ready to take their kids home. It's around 9:00, but it's summertime. And yeah, so Creed, you and Zach are watching all of this, and almost godlike, you're staring down over the whole scene.
Oh my god, Rick God, this is awesome.
I never thought my life as a vampire I would be staring down at 2 imbecilic vampires as they go round on a merry. This is both intriguing and a waste of time.
Yes, well, as you're wasting time, you do look over and notice that a man has grabbed maybe a 7-year-old girl and put his hand over her mouth and is moving toward the restrooms.
Oh no, Zach is going to jump down straight.
All right,
He follows?
jumping into all right, Zach and Creed jumping into action. Fantastic. Pretty much. I mean,
Like a
Like
crazy.
one minute you're watching a rom-com, next you're fucking Batman. I don't even know. All right.
But even if Zach was going to go, Creed was. So
Tonight on CBS Atlanta, 2 vigilantes stop a 7-year-old for being molested by an unknown individual.
All right, so you guys made it in there. The guy's telling the girl, shh, shh, be quiet, be quiet. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay.
well, is he in like a? He said into a bathroom. So is he like in a stall by chance?
Yes.
All right, Creed kicks that kicks it open, hoping only hitting him. Because he's not
Okay.
gonna think
I
about
need you
this.
to roll strength and brawl.
Oh, that's actually a good thing.
Oh yeah,
Zach,
Zach is going to let this happen. Believe me, if there wasn't a child, right, if the child had escaped, Zach would have done far worse to him.
All right, the guy is knocked. Did you roll?
a difficulty.
Full mod, nothing. Difficulty 6.
2 successes.
Boom! He's knocked down. His nose is bleeding. The little girl runs out past you guys.
All right.
Oh my fucking god! The hell's wrong with you?
The hell's wrong
Zach.
with you?
No, Zach grabs him by the throat
Ah!
and lifts him up.
Front pocket. Check. Oh, great dead.
He backs up and just crosses his arms. It's like, that's my mate.
Pocket. Front pocket.
Zach checks the front pocket, pulls whatever out while clutching
He
onto
has a bounty hunter's license, and he's got a card from a cult deprogrammer.
Zach releases him while staring down, while keeping an eye on the card.
Who the fuck are you guys?
You have 5 minutes. You have 5 seconds to explain what you're doing before I end up slaughtering you.
The kid's dad paid me to steal her back from her mom. Her mom's got her involved in some weird ass polygamous cult south of town. If she's gone back with him and told him, I don't know when I'll get to her again.
Creed, please go and save the child.
Got it. And he starts running.
Okay, Creed. Oh my god, this is awesome. All right, so Creed takes off running. Creed, I need you to roll. Gosh. Let's say dexterity and athletics. You're moving more on just instinct at this point.
Got it. Difficulty?
Difficulty is 6.
Okay. 2 successes. No, he doesn't give a shit.
Nope. You see the little girl? She is running toward this bunch of. The men are all wearing sort of lavender tracksuits, and the women are all wearing these sort of oddball dresses. They look handmade, and they've got odd headdresses on. The women do.
Okay.
So you're gonna try to catch the kid, grab her, run.
Catch the kid. So you try to like, in a way, like grab her by the waist, probably.
Okay.
And pick her up as if she's like a little suitcase. And hope to God that no one knows who this kid is and be like, I'm so sorry. She got out of my sight and just walk away. Please try to.
Okay. To do this, you're gonna have to roll manipulation plus subterfuge.
Okay.
Difficulty is 9.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
The people are like, oh, gosh, they can just get out of your hands. You have a good night.
You too. Bye. He's just like walking away,
I
terrified.
want to go home to mama. The little girl's screaming, and
Don't worry, I'm the dad. It's fine.
they're like, Kids that age, they slip away. I tell you what, I miss mine.
Okay.
All right, Christoph. You and Nelson are having a lovely conversation when you see a screaming child going, "I want to go home to mama." You look over and you see Creed carrying a little blonde girl like a suitcase. Nelson's like, "Is your roommate following us?" That's kind of weird. That's the truth.
That's so true.
All right. So you get back into the bathroom. Zach is still giving Mr. Martin, the bounty hunter, a stare of death. And he's like, "Oh, thank God you got her before she got back to those weirdos."
I'm
It was
still
really
waiting
close.
for your explanation. There is one thing I detest more than anything. It is a man who is carrying a child into a bathroom, telling her to shush,
Look,
and it
I'm
hits the
sorry.
mirror next to. It hits the mirror next to him.
All right. Yes, you hit the mirror. Your mirror breaks. Guy's like, "Look, buddy, I got to get her away from that because when she's old enough, she gets married off. When she's like 12 years old, she gets married off to the cult leader."
Creed looks down at her, like at the girl, and she's like, "You poor thing. I saw those people. They did not look fun."
And the Lord will strike down on the unbelievers, and they will burn in a lake of fire. Yes.
Child, you need to get brainwashed.
Right.
Actually,
Okay.
he's rubbing his neck. Actually, the lady I'm bringing her to is the unbrainwasher. At least that's the theory.
And yet you were hired to carry a little girl. And I'm
Yes.
wondering why the authorities weren't even inclined into this.
Because she's with her mom. She's with her mom. It's a blind spot in the law. Religious freedom, the ACLU, they jump all over it. If I can get her back to the dad, maybe things will be okay.
What do you think, Creed?
How about we just take her to the authorities ourselves?
You do that. They return her to the mom. Let me get her to look. Take me to South Carolina, where at least I'll go. You can come with me.
I'm going to make a call first. Please excuse me.
No problem.
Creed gives
going-
him the death stare now. But it's not as menacing because he's not as menacing, but he's still enough because of the scar under his eye.
Yeah.
Zach is ringing up Rock.
Oh, hello, Mr. Hayden. How are you doing?
Very well. Interesting things have been developing. Listen, tell me what you know of a strange cult.
Okay. You hear her type a few keystrokes. We got a couple here. One is called the Church of Light. South of here. Looks to be
Sorry,
like
Sorry, out of character. What is the church he said? The
Church of Light.
Church of Light, yes. Church of Light, that's it.
Yeah, what about him?
What does it say? What do you know about them?
They're on the cult watch list. Several complaints have been filed against them. Allegations of child abuse, but nothing's ever really come out of it because sufficient evidence was never found.
Hypothetically, say we stumble upon a young girl, age of 7, whose mother is a part of that cult. Would that be sufficient evidence?
No, because like little girls are brought in, indoctrinated according to the anti-cult websites I found, and the Reverend Gary Birdsong. He's the
Wait.
head of the church, and apparently all of the women of age are married to him.
I want all information on this Reverend.
Yes, sir.
Effective immediately.
Yes, sir. Sending it to your phone now.
Thank you.
That is messed up. Y'all have seen a lot of shit.
So, Zach goes back into the bathroom.
All right, now you see. Okay, actually, Christoph, as you were looking where Creed was, you saw Zach walk out of the bathroom, talking on his phone, looking very serious. Hey, that's your friend Zach.
In the same bathroom where Creed
Yes.
carried it. Right. Okay, Mr. Martin.
Yes.
We have information of this Reverend that has caused sexual abuse to young children. It seems I might have acted in haste, but you understand that there is
I
a
understand.
reason. Good. I will help you in this endeavor.
Hey, buddy, my job is getting this little girl up to South Carolina to the deprogrammer's office and getting paid. If you can find something that might make the police come down on this guy, that'd be great. Unfortunately, everybody who's tried, their investigations have failed.
Oh no. I'm going to employ you to help me.
$750 a day plus expenses. And first I got to finish this contract, but sure.
That should be easy to pay.
He's like,
Indeed.
well then, you've hired yourselves a bounty hunter, gentlemen. It's not all rom-coms out there.
Zach passes the young girl back to him.
You sinners will all burn in hell. You sinners will all go to hell.
The child.
Okay, that's in my now.
How'd you get her in here without anybody noticing?
I told him that she was my kid.
All right, Dad, let's get her to the van.
Let's go.
Wouldn't the car be better, Creed? Less suspicious.
Yeah, let's take her to the car instead.
Sounds good. Let's do that. All right.
Okay.
So you've got the girl in your hand. Her name's Molly. You've got the little girl by the hand, right, Creed?
Yeah. Like tightly.
Then Zach, you're coming out next, followed by Mr. Martin.
Yes.
All right. As you come out, she's throwing a temper tantrum, screaming and squealing, and they notice you and Creed walking close together, and one elderly woman comes up and goes, "You two are so brave raising your little girl together. It's beautiful."
Thank you.
We try our best, however, she's still in the stage of rebelliousness.
Oh, it's okay. I adopted one myself. They can be that way at that age, but you'll get the hang of it. Don't worry.
Yeah, and then Creed does something like Creed decides to be very evil a little bit, and like kind of puts his arm around Zach and it's just like, yeah, We'll get through it.
All right, now you should. Okay, Kristoff. Now you and Nelson see Creed acting lovey-dovey with Zach while holding onto the little girl's hand. Nelson's like, so are Creed and Zach dating or something? Sure, you like dating, Creed?
Hey, we don't dislike each other.
Well, no, that's what Kristoff thinks. It doesn't have to be the truth.
I know, I'm just saying, like, that's so not true. That's true. That's true.
Everyone.
All right, so he hates everyone equally. All right, so you all get to the car. Mr. Martin has the van parked near the car. He's like, gentlemen, I will return. My cell number if you need me.
Thank you. Creed,
A what?
do you have any money on you right now?
Yeah, I have money.
Please give Mr. Martin an advance payment now to show our trust.
Oh yeah, I could do that. And he just takes out the 700 something and just hands it to him.
Oh! Oh, well, thank you very much. And I am your man, Mr.
Hayden.
Mr. Hayden, Mr. Creed. Absolute pleasure to do business with you. I'll be back within 48 hours.
Yeah, see ya.
Very well.
Wait,
All right.
do we still have the kid with them?
Yes. And actually, he's taking the kid into his custody, and you all sign some paperwork saying that you helped him with the child and you passed off the child at the behest of the father and all this stuff.
Okay, cool. I was about to say, it's like, oh shit, we're stuck with the kid.
I'm not that.
Awesome. I was expecting it too. I'm just like, wait. All right, cool. That happened.
All right.
So that was fun. Hey, hubby.
Do that again. And I may be forced to end your life.
My life is already over.
Oh!
We can have a philosophical debate of what life is, but I will kill you 10 times over.
Okay, I won't say it again. In his mind, he's just like, goddamn hubby, all grumpy and shit.
Oh, man. All righty, y'all. Everybody gets 3 experience points for this awesomeness. Oh, that was brilliant.
That was fun, though.
Yeah.
That was extremely fun. Yeah. I thought we were just gonna like. No, I legitimately thought we were just gonna sit there and laugh at a date.
Yeah, well, this is the cool thing. We had like stories inside stories that happened, and that was brilliant.
That was awesome.
Oh, that's
particularly the
wild.
part where they noticed that Creed's just like carrying a kid. It's just like, like what?
Well, when you said you picked her up like a suitcase, and then you convinced everybody that she's yours.
How did that happen, by the way? This is a little white blonde kid.
You know what? Creed is just smoother than X-Lax because he managed to get a success to do it.
Exactly.
With a difficulty of 9, for fuck's sake.
Honestly, I was actually very surprised to get that. I thought I was gonna get like nothing.
Oh, and Creed, I'm gonna take away your last aggravated damage because that was just good.
Yes. Fuck yeah. Oh, that was awesome.
Oh my god, gentlemen, that was great.
It was.
I just have in my mind, what is it, Nelson and Christoph on a Ferris wheel as they're watching what's been going on below.
Oh my god, that's gorgeous.
I know.
You know what? I'll put one in there. That's where we roll the credits tonight. It's Nelson and Christoph on the Ferris wheel.
And it's coming up from an angle where they're at the point.
Nelson's last words to Christoph for the night. This is such a weird town.
You say you have weird friends. You say you have weird friends.
Oh, the others have missed quite an enjoyable evening.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm glad this went well because I read a book called Play Unsafe, and what I did was I just sort of wrote down a few little notes and characters and then just ad-libbed most of it, and it really seemed to work. So. But y'all are really great to work with, so I'm very
I was
happy.
gonna say, like you said, we are like loose cannons. You don't know what's gonna happen.
That's right.
Just like how we had that whole adventure about just trying to feed.
You should see my improv shows.
Those would be fun. Actually, there's a GM-less game called Fiasco, where it's basically like a little crime movie where everybody creates a little character and we roll for relationships to each other. And then what happens is we have our plans and we're going to do our thing. And then in the middle, there's a tilt that causes everything to go to hell. And then we play out the rest of it.
That sounds like something we should all play.
Yes, that would be great.
We should all play that. We are just we're such a great group. We'll survive.
Next week
Yes.
is my Shakespeare's last performance. So there will be an after party, meaning I'm not sure what time I will be home next week or if I will be home at all.
Well, no worries, because I will cook up some more stuff for Zach to be doing and other stuff, and we'll have everybody else go run amok next time.
So he could just be doing research and be good.
Oh, happy birthday!
Oh yeah, your birthday like pops up like right on the game day. Well, mine's is like 2 days. 2 days?
If I can get home, I will.
Okay,
No.
just let me know, and I'll plan around it.
This is gonna be a great birthday for you, dude. Hey, this is a great birthday week for me, so it works out. Yeah. Because mine's is on Wednesday and then his is on Sunday.
What interesting things happened last week? I'm going to listen to this Twitch. But I will, don't worry.
Last week. Oh God, last week. All I can say is that Creed is extremely mad at Adriana. Extremely. It's even in my notes. That's how mad he is. I do need to talk about my plan for that outside of this chat when I can.
Sure.
Because I have ideas of what could happen with like the anger basically. Because it's like I'm dying anger.
Well, actually, what's really interesting is having talked to Freya, Adriana and Kara, her weird gangrel murderer friend, have gone on sort of a road trip / vision quest.
Oh,
So we don't know what's going to happen with Adriana, so we're going to find out.
okay.
So,
Kind of
she might come back with some spiritual insight into what happened.
If
And
she does, she may redeem herself.
that's
She
right.
might. If she doesn't, then ooh, there's gonna be some real revenge.
What did Adriana do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
actually,
hard,
just watch it because it was
hard to explain. It was really hard to explain.
Yes, he did.
Well,
Oh, that was awesome.
I've got 2 Twitches to watch because I missed 2 weeks.
Yeah, both of them were pretty awesome though.
And all I can say is everyone was very entertaining.
Like honestly, I feel like if we all continue just playing RP games, we could all probably be like pretty popular if you wanted to.
Honestly, y'all are good enough that we could probably publicly stream and people would watch.
Well, it's technically publicly streamed. It's just not publicly advertised.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, y'all are really good role players, and I'm very, very honored to be the GM for you guys. Y'all are really good.
The funny, yeah. But the funny thing is that this is like my second RP game. This is the first one I'm actually really into.
Good.
And so it's like, yeah. So it's kind of just like, oh, I'm actually doing well, huh? Like
Well, it's not that hard when the GM doesn't seem to be intensely interested in torturing Skylar.
oh my god, yeah.
I mean, the baby deer is liquefied in front of you. Why is that relevant?
I remember that happening because it was my fault. Yeah, I left after so many weeks.
I might have to just do a binge of the Twitch and see how everything's developed.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah. Like honestly, I feel like if you publicly like advertise this thing, God, this God, it will be widely popular just because of how much happens in our games. I've never been so entertained, even just like listening to one. When like I missed that 1 week, I was listening. I was still like I was laughing while I was watching it. I've never felt this about any other roleplay game.
very good. It's
I need to head off to bed. It's 20 morning.
Oh yeah, go to sleep.
yeah. I need to get to bed myself. I've got an early morning, but thank you all very much. I appreciate you all.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have a good night.
Night night. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off too.